Jim Guedo, and I'm the director of King Lear for the Free Will Plays this summer. King Lear is an amazing play. It's obviously one of Shakespeare's tragedies. I've never directed the show before, so it was quite the interesting challenge when Marianne asked me to come on board. Number one, we had to do a major edit, because I think unedited, it's about a 4.5 hour evening in the theater, which is not conducive to mosquitoes. Both plays take place initially in a court. Both go outdoors. You know, Midsummer Night's Dream goes outdoors as well. Ours is obviously a little darker in tone. So costuming, we're in blacks, grays, burgundies. Midsummer Night's Dream is a little bit more colorful. The beauty of that is it puts the focus on the actor and the text when you drain out a lot of the color. So the onus is on the actor to shoulder a lot of the heavy lifting. I think it's one of his more universal but personal plays because it's about family. Hamlet, is about revenge. The Scottish play is about ambition, and this is more about the compassion that people have or lose when they're faced with incredible, stressful situations, which is what this play is all about. Whenever I've done Shakespeare, usually my first gut reaction when I do a Shakespeare is to do it modern dress. I'm not interested in doing a period traditional approach to the material, and especially if you're outdoors. My main vision for trying to make this play translate to a modern audience is to make it, in a sense, it has to have drive, it has to have propulsion, the audience has to identify with the family unit as a drama. Part of the inspiration was putting it in the distant past, because the challenge when you do Shakespeare is if you make it modern, then you have to follow through with it. I mean, you can't have people on Twitter. When you do any show in an outdoor environment, it's about audience focus, hooking them. You've got so many distractions. The sound is different. On a nightly basis, it's like you have to have plan A, plan B. I mean, in Lear, for example, there's a major storm scene. Well, some nights we might not need the sound effects because you've got so many layers of ambience. And it's an amazing covered space, but a lot of it is putting the focus of the actor so the audience can follow the story and stay engaged. King Lear, the character, doesn't take the standard tragic journey, as like in terms of if you compare him to Hamlet or the Scottish King or Richard III or any of those. I mean, he starts at the height of his powers, and he makes a series of rash decisions that in essence causes his own downfall, but it's on the way down he actually discovers and learns more about the human condition, because he was a king at the top, then he gets sort of in essence kicked into the mud, and so he goes on a journey of realizing what the life is really like for people. And of course it's a tragedy, so it doesn't end well, but he does learn something in his journey.